Team Jackson, what's happening? So I don't know if it's just me or if some of y'all have noticed it too, but there seems to be this trend of people telling women they need to return back to the days of being docile and meek and, letting the man get away with whatever he wants to do in a relationship because that's what they credit longevity in relationships to, like our grandparents had, or because you don't want to be one of these independent women who can do for themselves and have all these standards and die alone and be single, like they try to tell, women like that they're doomed to. And it's not just men who are pushing this notion. There are actually a lot of women I've seen. I even seen one woman put up a video talking about how, when a man cheats on a woman, the woman needs to check herself because there may be something that she did to push him to cheat. She even said that she needs to continue washing his clothes, folding his drawers, cooking his food, even if she's not getting treated well, because that's how relationships go sometimes. And it's hard being a man. And this is troubling to me, man. Even in the interest of reality, I can admit that it does increase your chances to have a man and not be single if you're willing to be that woman that lets him get away with anything. Because most men want what they are used to. Most men are used to the woman that's willing to be that enabler by their side, that doormat by their side, worship the ground that they walk on. They can do no wrong. Most men want a woman that they do not value. Believe it or not, I don't care what nobody tell you, because guess what? When you got a woman that you don't value, you don't have to care about her feelings. You don't have to try very hard. You don't have to be very consistent. You don't have to grow with her. You retain the power to walk away at a moment's notice, because for every one of her, there's 1,000 more who would be happy just having any man in their face. It's like going to a job that you really don't care about, that you don't want, that doesn't pay you enough or whatever. You're one customer complaint or managerial requirement away from walking out that job, because guess what? You really don't want it anyway. So you retain the power. But when it comes to a job that you worked hard to get, that you had to go through several interviews, maybe years of college to get, that you enjoy going to, that pays you well, that has a great benefit package, even if they got a dress code, they may have monthly meetings to evaluate your performance, you're still going to go hard for that job because you value it. And what I say is, like, women, be in that position that a man has to value you in order to keep you. Don't be the woman that worships her man. And I'm not talking about just bad men, good men too. Good men too. Don't worship any man. Only worship God, because he can't get no better. He is perfect. But when it comes to a man is a work in progress. No matter how good he is, he's going to mess up from time to time. And to be honest with you, good men don't want to be worshiped. Good men do want appreciation. Good men want you to speak to the king in them. Good men want you to speak life into them. Good men want their ego stroked. They deserve that. They deserve to be complimented. But to be worshipped as if they can do no wrong, that prevents them from getting better as a man for you, which is his whole objective from the beginning. Just like any singer, actor, business owner, or whatever, like they put themselves in position and keep people around them that's going to give them constructive feedback so they can be better at what they're trying to do. It's the same thing with a good man that values you. He wants you to come to him with constructive feedback about how to love you better, connect with you better, listen to you more, put his pride aside more often. He wants you to tell him, like, if he's tripping or if he told you he was going to call you back at a certain time and he doesn't want you to excuse that. He wants you to let him know. If he's been falling off lately in a particular area, or he told you that he was going to do right or better in a particular area and you haven't seen any progress, he wants you to respectfully check him, not with insults, not with belittling him, but let him know, like, hey, like, you tripping, because he wants to be better for you. Both of you are works in progress. Both of you are imperfect, but he does not need you to worship him. So don't get to a position or get in a place or feel like you have to worship a man in order to have a man. People are so spooked out by the idea of being single, but in the context of being with a man that doesn't value you, being single provides you the space to get a man who does value you. And being taken by just anybody blocks that good man from having a chance to be with you. So if you think being with a man that doesn't value you is somehow better than being single, this message ain't for you. This message is for the women who want to be valued in a relationship. You do not have to worship a man in order to have a man. So y'all let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, man. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.